In today's episode, we're going to show you a first-hand look at one of Colorado's first mega developments.
Welcome back to the Moving Denver YouTube channel. My name is Mitch.
And I'm Scott.
And we're your favorite redheaded realtors, and we are super excited for today's video because we're going to be giving you guys a first-hand look at what I think is one of Colorado's best and biggest, mega development here at the Aurora Highlands. In fact, this neighborhood is so massive that they are altering the current highway system to accommodate it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video.
Real quick, before we get too far into the video,
as a reminder, we are both licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And as much fun as we have making these videos for you guys and showing you everything that makes Colorado great, we'd have way more fun helping you out when it comes time to buy or sell a home here. As always, give us a call or text at the number that you see popping up on your screen right now. We'll be happy to help you out in any way that we can. Now, let's dive into today's video. All right, so let's dive into the Aurora Highlands as a whole. Now, what is it and where is it? And just to warn you guys, there is so much information here that you may actually see us refer to the information packet that they give you when you visit the Welcome Center because there's just that much going on. It's too much to memorize. So let's talk about where we're at.
so this community is located 5 minutes from DIA. Now that's to the south of DIA, and 15 minutes from downtown Denver to the west of where we're currently located.
Which, I don't know if you can see it behind us, and we've got some houses behind us, but from where we're standing when we turn around, we can see Denver's skyline. I can see the old Quest building and a couple of the big skyscrapers that are there. Plus, we are right off of E470 to the west, and we are just a little bit north of Highway I-70, which is that main drag that runs east-west through the state. And like I mentioned in the intro, this development is so large that they are actually altering both highway systems to accommodate for it. The Harmony neighborhood, which is a little bit to the south of here, this development, and the new Aurora Aerotropolis, the new tech center going in that we'll talk about here in a little bit, have all pooled money together to be able to build the new roadways. But this neighborhood's so big, it's getting its own highway interchanges, its own on and off ramps just for the highways. I mean, that's massive, and I can't think of any other neighborhoods that have been built in this decade, in really this century, that have caused them to change the pre-existing infrastructure, other than, paving a couple roads to and from.
Right, and I don't think we can talk about the location of this neighborhood enough. We're so centrally located. We're no more than 30 minutes from all of the major employment centers in the area. Like I said, we're 5 minutes from DIA, 15 minutes from downtown. We are 30 minutes from Boulder. We are 20 minutes from the Denver Tech Center. The centrally located, if you have to commute to work, or you want to commute to work, or you need to commute to, other areas, amenities in the area, it's fabulous.
Yeah,
unbelievable location.
It'll be easy to do that. And what's so great about this development, what the plan is with the neighborhood here, is you shouldn't have to do that if you don't want to.
Right.
This neighborhood has 8 distinct villages being built by 7 different builders, and on top of your houses and your parks and your trails and stuff like that, it's getting its own hospital, a 500-bed hospital, not a little urgent care for the neighborhood like you see. It's a full-blown hospital. It's getting its own office space, its own grocery stores.
That office space is like 30,000 square feet of office
30,000 square feet just in the neighborhood. And that doesn't include the new tech center they're putting in. That's just for this neighborhood. It's going to be huge. Like I said, its own shopping, so think like clothes, little fast food restaurants, grocery stores, stuff like that. The developer's premise with this neighborhood is you live here. And when you live here, you actually get to live here. You don't have to drive to Denver or Green Valley Ranch just to go to the grocery store or to take the kids to sports or anything like that.
And it's probably not too far out of speculation that this, at some point in the future, could become its own city.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be so many homes here and so much infrastructure that I really would see that happening. That's kind of been the trend in the past 20 years here in Colorado as well. So could be the Aurora Highlands proper.
Aurora Highlands, yeah. So on the note of the amount of homes, from the information that we have given so far, 7,000 home sites have been permitted and approved by the city. They're estimating a population of over 30,000 people just in the neighborhood by the time they're done with completion. It's
so
huge.
much. It's so many.
That's why we said mega neighborhood at the start of the video. We weren't kidding. Let's touch on the completion timeline that I just mentioned. So this neighborhood, and what neighborhood, if it's appropriate to call it that, this development was in the planning stages since 2008 until they finally broke ground out here in 2018. So this is a decade or more in the works to bring this vision to reality. And what's super cool about this is being developed by one of the leading women real estate developers in the industry. And she's got so much faith in this community that she was the first one to buy a home here. So not only is she dominating in a male-dominated industry, she's putting her money where her mouth is. You don't see developers doing that. I mean, it's a profit center for most of them, but she's actually a resident here and will be somebody's neighbor. That's how you can tell. I mean, this is a project like no other. All right, so now let's talk about who's building, what they're building, and where. The map says 8 distinct villages, and based off of our math, and when we're looking at the builders, we're thinking that the mixed-use space, the storefronts, the restaurants, the grocery stores, stuff like that is Village 8, because as of right now, there's only 7 builders. We're currently standing in the Pulte side of the development. Pulte Homes is back to Colorado. I'm not sure if you remember them. They haven't been here since
quite a while.
Prior to the 2008 real estate crash and economic crisis that happened. They pulled out of Colorado and have been big on the East Coast of the United States and sort of moving their way back towards the Midwest, but this is their first development in Colorado since then. Now you'll recognize some bigger names here like D.R. Horton and Richmond. Those are massive builders here as well. Moving into the area later this year, we've got Bridgewater and Century, and then to tie us off, we have Tri-Point Homes, who will be building as well, which you may recognize them if you watched our Canyons at Castle Pines video. We visited their building down there as well. So a lot of big name developers that build a lot of the state and other developments here, but it's really cool to see like Pulte, an out-of-state one or somebody that hasn't been here for a while, because they're bringing all new architectural tastes with them. It's not going to be, I mean, it's very distinct when you're in Pulte compared to Richmond, because the houses just look and feel different as a whole.
And I think it gives a wide range of homes that are being built here as well. You have, more traditional homes and all the way up to some luxury in some of the other areas that's coming on. So nice selection.
Yeah, we'll give you guys some footage of some of the model homes here so you can kind of see from your phone or your computer or TV what's available here. But prices here are starting in the low to mid 4s, depending on who you're building with, and go all the way up to the $1 million, $1.25 million and up. So really something for everybody in every single price point. Richmond's Urban Collection has been incredibly popular here in Colorado. They're building it a lot. It's their townhouses. You can get into one of those in the 4s. Taylor Morrison is building a new duplex product here for the first time ever that will also keep you in the 4s, depending on how you option it and spec it out. Then, of course, Richmond has their Seasons Collection, which is their most popular single family. That's designed more towards your first-time home buyers or your investors. Those are going to be here now with how long they've been building them. You're going to be in the 5s for those. Pulte's got some single families in the high 4s, low 5s, but as a whole, we're looking at things for everybody, and it's fantastic to see that.
So on top of all the housing and all the commercial development that's going on out here, they're also developing over 500 acres of parks for outdoor use and recreation for our families that, they
want to go outside.
And see the sun in Colorado. Along with that, they're doing 21 miles of trails in open space. Now, the trails are pretty impressive.
So there's already plans in play to connect the neighborhood trails here with the City of Denver trail system. So theoretically, and what we've been told by neighborhood representatives, you could hop on a walking trail here and walk all the way downtown without ever stepping foot on a paved road.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, can you imagine hopping on a bicycle and riding all the way into downtown Denver for maybe an afternoon at the park down there, or to go eat, or to view other amenities in Denver?
I mean
that's cool.
That's awesome.
Really cool.
I was looking at how far away Denver is. That you probably have to leave in the morning if you wanted to spend an afternoon there. But
Quite possibly.
just the ability to do that.
But you could.
You don't see that type of interconnectedness within two very different cities. I mean, we are in Aurora. All of these houses have an Aurora address. To be able to connect with Denver, that's awesome. You don't really ever see that cohesion between cities, between planning, and of course, anytime government gets involved, things are never simple. So it's really cool to see that these two cities are working together to help further bring this project into reality. It's awesome.
I thought we'd change it up a little bit. We're going to walk through the neighborhood here and just talk about the neighborhood a little bit, as well as, with the housing and this many people coming in, there's actually going to be, a lot of families, and you're going to need schools. Well, part of the development here is 4 distinct schools. Now, these schools are either going to be part of the Aurora public school system or the Cherry Creek. We're waiting on confirmation from the sales rep on that. So one or the other, but there will be schools. When you're talking about this many homes and families moving in, that is in the plan.
And adding neighborhood schools, schools just for the neighborhoods, what neighborhood schools means. They're just further reinforcing that feeling of actually living here, not having to commute your kids 30 to 45 minutes. I mean, how far did you guys drive me to school?
Oh my gosh, it was almost an hour. It's 45.
Yeah, 45 minutes each way. And, that's just, education's important, especially for parents with children. So just further reinforcing the fact that schools are going to be here. You can live here. Your kids can live here. All of their friends will live here. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. And if they are part of the Cherry Creek School District, we've touched on it in other videos, but the Cherry Creek School District is the second highest rated school district in the state. So that would be awesome as far as living here and ensuring your kids get a quality education at the same time. So we've touched on it a little bit already, but the neighborhood itself will have its own office space, medical campus, grocery store, restaurants, everything like that. They're also going to be building an ice rink just in the neighborhood, which is really cool. And they're calling it a water park. It's going to be part of the recreation center. That's going to be a full-blown slides, lazy river, splash pad for the kids, stuff like that. It's going to be really cool, and we're super excited about this neighborhood because it's unlike anything else that Colorado has built. You see water parks like Water World or Elitch's, but those are standalone parks. So to see a neighborhood having something, of course, it's not going to be the same magnitude that Water World is, right? That was maybe not the best comparison. But as far as neighborhood recreation centers go, no other neighborhood has that. You had a clubhouse and a pool growing up. Great.
Exactly.
Water slides as a kid, oh my God.
Yeah, I would have been in heaven.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I know I am obviously the younger and the more spry, one of the two of us. That's not up for debate. However, rugby was and is my sport of choice both now and when I was younger. So I've got the back and knees of a, hey, how old are you? Old enough. 100? 110. Did Moses sit in front of you or behind you in math class? I've got the body of a very old man. So I love ranch houses, especially when they're built like this. I'm going to try and walk you guys through the place. Check this out. This is the family room area here in the Parkland by Pulte Homes. Check out this kitchen. Massive, massive, massive eat-in island in the back there. We've got space for a formal dining area. Primary suite in the back of the house. We'll go touch on that because it is stunning. Dual oven as an option. Microwave over there. Love the gas standalone range. And we're from California originally. I was in a baby carrier when we moved out here, didn't have much say. So this is huge back there, and Dad has been a sucker for it ever since. Vanna? We talk a lot about how much sunshine and how temperate the weather actually is here in Colorado. And I love seeing this as an option, being able to incorporate your outdoor entertaining and living space with the indoors. It's awesome. If you're like me and you have cats, unless they're outdoor cats, you probably won't be able to enjoy it as much. But for those of us with dogs as well, or with entertainers in mind, this is amazing.
If you're a person that likes to throw dinner parties, there's nothing better than this. This expands your living space indoor. You know, not only do you have this large footprint of a home, now you just expand that outside with, and like Mitch said, with the weather that we have here, this is a phenomenal way to expand your living space.
It's huge. It's fantastic. And it is a fantastic way to enjoy Colorado's beautiful weather. All right, so we are in the primary now. Kind of regular size, I guess. Maybe a little bit on the smaller side. Definitely smaller than some of the ones we've looked at together. But what I do want to show you guys is the bath. This master ensuite bath is to die for. Now, keep in mind, model homes, of course, are going to be decked to the gills to teach you to fall in love with it. So, matching dark quartz countertops in the bathroom, dual vanity, massive mirror, toilet in its own room, which is great. Generous sized closet. Again, men, this part is probably built for you. This is definitely a wife-sized closet for sure. Again, guys, your 4 t-shirts, your pair of jeans, your pair of shorts, and like the 2 pairs of shoes, the one that you wear every day and the one that you mow the grass with, can go right here. Ladies, tons of space for the rest of your clothes. I love it, but this isn't my favorite part. My favorite part is this shower. Oh my God. Step up into the shower. Water controls are on these sides. These will always stay dry. You've got a beautiful rainfall shower head and a regular shower head. And for people like my dad, old, you've got a nice bench here. Love that they have this inlay for your soaps and stuff. You're not gonna have to sacrifice any space, assuming it all fits there. But I mean, just check this thing out. It's super echoey because it's real tile. It's not a drop-in like you see in some lower end options. So I love it. I mean, the shower here is my favorite part. All right, and the party doesn't stop upstairs. You've got a massive upstairs living area, but this one, of course, being the model, is built with a finished basement, and it's almost a full footprint basement. It is almost as much space down here as you have upstairs for entertaining. You have an additional bedrooms and bathroom down here, an additional kind of casual seating area, and of course you can build it out with a wet bar as well. So tons of possibilities in the Aurora Highlands for houses like this.
All right, so clearly I'm a lot younger and better looking than this guy is, but I like this neighborhood, and they say humility is my best trait. I like this neighborhood for different reasons than he would. So as a young professional myself, I like this neighborhood because of how connected it is to jobs, to shops, to downtown, to Boulder. You want to go out and do some outdoor activities like whitewater rafting or rock climbing. Those of us that can move our joints can still do stuff like that. This is a great place to be because it is so easy to get to all of those places. On top of that, all of the stuff that they're building in this neighborhood, this is going to be a hub of entertainment as well without having to leave if I didn't want to. And it's awesome.
Right. And I like the neighborhood because it's going to have a hospital. Let's just go there.
Oh man.
No, actually, I do like this neighborhood. One, I do like the location, like we've talked about earlier in the video. I like the fact, for me, being an older adult,
Emphasis on older.
yeah. I do like the fact that we are outside of Denver. We are a little bit further out. We're not down in the midst of everything. The community is going to have everything we need, like a hospital. It's going to have grocery stores. Mm-hmm. You're close to major highways.
Yep.
You're close to the airport. So for me, the neighborhood, especially at this stage right now, you know, before they get all 7,000 in here, it's going to be a massive complex, but you're still going to be removed from the major urban area within the Denver city limits.
Yeah. If you made it this far in the video, we just want to say thank you so much for watching. We sincerely hope you enjoyed today's video and found it informational, because I know I can speak for both of us.
Yeah.
We had a blast filming this for you guys. As a reminder, my name is Mitch.
And I'm Scott.
And as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we'd love even more to help you out when it comes time to buy or sell a home here in Colorado. Once again, give us a call or text at the number that you see on the screen. We'll be happy to help you out in any way that we can. We'll see you guys in the next one.